Hey Sagittarius, thank you so much for tuning in to your X reading. I hope you're all feeling awesome and are safe wherever you are in the world. I just need to center myself, sorry. So the X reading, back by popular demand. Definitely not everyone's cup of tea, and if it's not yours, then I will link the love readings for you. Hopefully you can find a message within those that better resonates. If you're new to Soul Embers, hi, my name is Andrea. I hope you find something within this reading today that will really help you release, let go, or heal any traumas that were triggered by this ex, or even get some clarity if reconciliation is something you've got on your mind. Whatever the case may be, I hope you find it and you choose to stick around for the journey. Everything you guys need to know about me in the channel is in the description box, as well as my contact details if you wanted to reach out for a personal reading because you vibe with my reading style. I would love to do one for you, Sagittarius, so feel free to reach out. And let's have a look and see now. Let's jump into it. Trust. Why am I touching this? Trust. Is trust something we're struggling with right now, Sagittarius? Is trust something that we're struggling with? Yeah, I immediately feel a constriction in my lower abdomen. So the sacral. Trust. Don't want to be open. Don't want to be... Passion is something here. Passion is blocked. When it comes to love in general. Alright, let's explore this. So how are we feeling about love as a result of whatever's been triggered by this ex right now? What's this doing to the Sagittarians I'm connecting with? What is it that I can help you with, Sagittarius? What's the message for you? Why are you here today? Why are you here? What can I say? How can I be of service? Anger. Okay, like I said, that's sacral. Okay, anger. Sagittarius, not like you. You're holding on to anger that no longer serves you. Interesting, because I don't feel anger. Are you suppressing it that much that you've become numb to it? It is definitely blocking you. I'm seeing a lot of orange here. You know, this sacral chakra seems to be quite blocked at the moment. It is this, whatever you're holding on to when it comes to this ex, whether it's deeply suppressed and you're not feeling angry, because I don't feel angry, but it doesn't mean that there's not anger underlying, maybe the ability that you have to suppress it so well and just get on with life and look forward and move onwards and upwards. Maybe you're distracting yourself with work or commitments or dating or other things, anything that takes your mind off the situation that you feel you can't do anything about. And so that anger is lying dormant. You know, whatever the case may be when it comes to anger, whether you're feeling it, whether you're getting outbursts of it, whether you are not feeling it, it's affecting your ability to experience passion. It's affecting your ability to be intimate and allow those boundaries to drop and allow intimacy in. It is connected with your emotional body, you know, sensuality and your creativity. So you could be potentially channeling all this anger into your creativity as a way of healing, or it may be blocking it. It depends on which end of the spectrum you're at, which polarity of the imbalanced sacral you're at. So this is an area that you might be feeling, you know, you might be feeling blocked in expansion, not being able to welcome new love into your life, not being able to help, you know, when it comes to this ex, weren't able to get over certain hurdles and move past those. It helps with forming your own identity, you know, through relating to others. So you might be finding that you're not connecting, or you're not able to find that intimate sense of belonging with someone, because there is this detachment that you have from your own personal passion, which is your driving force, which is so unlike Sagittarius, right? So you may be feeling at odds with yourself when it comes to your love life, completely at odds. Everything in your life might be, you know, moving along really smoothly. You might be, you know, at the height of your career, creatively producing some extraordinary things in your work or in your home space or with your friendships, and the love life seems to really have taken a nosedive, let's say. Or where you are dating, you're finding that the people that you're attracting are so not on your vibration. You know, they're just not aligning with you. So you're finding it difficult to relate with them, and finding it difficult to relate to relationship in general. And it's possibly perplexing for you, because you are such a relatable person, and you can talk to, you know, a child right through to the elderly, and find some common ground and find a common topic of discussion. Very worldly, very wise Sagittarius, very open-minded. So you might be feeling at odds when it comes to your love life. Some of you may be numbing through alcohol or drug abuse, let's say, if you're on the other end of the spectrum. You might be experiencing physically allergies or even skin problems, I would say. Continue being creative, continue going out of your comfort zone, Sagittarius, and being around water will really, really help as well in uncovering this anger and working through it, is what I'm feeling. So when it comes to love, this is where we're currently at. This is what this ex has triggered in you. So let's dig a little bit deeper, and let's see specifically how you're feeling about this particular ex and what's their deal. What's their deal? Okay, now that I pulled that last card, I did feel a little bit of anger bubbling. In fact, I'm getting hot. I'm getting really hot. Oh, excuse me, just taking my jumper off. There's just something that you just can't, you know, you can't swallow. You can't, there's something that you just can't look past, no matter what you do, Sagittarius, when it comes to this ex. You can't see in a positive light. You can't let this go. Huh. Tell you what. Yeah. Okay, guys. Here's what I get. You know, Sagittarius, so intuitive. So unbelievably intuitive. You have a deep knowing. You just know that you can pursue happiness even okay, let me start that again. We love people, but not necessarily, we know that we can't be with them sometimes. We are too different, whether it be due to our personal values, core values, whether it be due to a belief system, a religion, or our upbringing. It could be cultural. Whatever the case may be, you have a deep knowing that this relationship brought a lot of happiness. It was, if we took all the extra stuff that came with the people, if we took all of that away, there was a lot of happiness, a lot of, you could see clearly how this could develop. And this is what caused you to continually pursue this and continually try to figure out how you can make this work. And when it got to the point where it could no longer work, you then started to try and understand why it wouldn't work and how you can bridge that gap and make it work. You were in constant pursuit of understanding, and it affected you in that place that I talk about, the sacral. It affected your self-worth. It does not mean that you don't recognize your self-worth, that you don't hold your values up high or your standards. I truly believe you do, which is why you look forward and you try and create a beautiful, juicy life for yourself, and you believe in love and that you will experience love again. But what this experience did of you trying to understand was it made you question your approach to love, what you bought, your values, what you're being accepted by the extra, being accepted by the community, being accepted by the friends, being accepted by the religion, being in whatever aspect that goes, even by the children, if this person happened to have children, just acceptance in general. And it was something you'd never experienced before, and it really took a hit on that, and it really blocked your passion when it comes to love and your ability to receive passion and intimacy. What is truly making you angry is that it controlled, you got lost in it, Sagittarius, you know, and flip the energies as you need to. It's a general reading, so it might, this might, if it doesn't sound like you and it sounds more like them, then that could potentially be the case. But you got lost in that for longer than you'd like to admit, and it was so unlike you. And love, and the way you view love, and the risks you take with love, and of that beautiful, generous spirit that you have, in that particular area, you're very closed off, or you became very closed off. And it runs so deep that what makes you really angry is that you're finding it so hard to trust now, to open up and trust that process. Trust yourself that you have what it takes and you are enough as you are to be accepted. Even if you know who you are, even if you do know that you have everything that it takes and you have that confidence within you, when it comes to love, it is almost a counterintuitive type of thing. I know it, so why aren't I pursuing it? Why don't I trust myself enough to catch myself if I fall? Do I not have what it takes? This is what it brought up in you. This I don't have, do I not have what it takes? Maybe something you may have been saying often. If not that, then I have what it takes. Can you not see what I bring to the table? And as I'm talking, my voice is getting louder and louder, and I can feel the heat within me rising, and I'm feeling the anger bubbling to the surface that has been suppressed. And through that anger, you channeled that anger, I feel, and you poured it into work, you poured it into family, poured it into relationship, poured it into friendships, poured it into helping others. Place that energy however you did it, and you became numb to it. You forgot about it, you suppressed it. But the bottom line is that when it comes to love, you're still feeling limited. So really focusing on anything that helps the sacral chakra. I have got so many suggestions on that. yeah, so many suggestions through my practice of vibrational medicine, but I'm not going to get into that here. Feel free to reach out if it's something you wanted to discuss further, or you can look it up online. Things that really help you rebalance and establish flow through that center, through that spiritual center, and restore, release, heal, let go of this anger. Let it bubble, let it come to the surface, let it run its course, and then ground it, release it. So the pursuit has stopped, but the remnants of that experience have changed the way you experience love. Now, when it comes to this ex of yours, you know what? They know. Just like you know, they know. You have a deep knowing, right? They also have gained a lot of wisdom through the experience that they shared with you, Sagittarius. That love that the two of you shared, that sun that you brought into their life, that clarity that you shed on their path, they are completely aware of it. They are totally aware, whether they choose to take responsibility for it or not. That is their karma, but they know that they may not have made the best decisions and treated you or approached this situation with the respect that it deserved. And I'm not saying they didn't approach you. They did not approach the relationship, because it is an entity within itself. It became it's a breathing organism that the two of you create. Energetically, together you co-create, you mesh and you mold. And that is very much alive. Very much alive. Just like that anger. Very much alive within them. Still, to this day. And they know that they didn't give it the respect it deserved. They have emotionally matured so much from this experience, just as you have, but they've reached a whole different level. And in that process, they've humbled themselves. You may have been dealing with someone that was very much prideful and acted from a place of ego, but also acted from a place of what others were going to think or say. Now, if that's the case, they've really matured, and this has humbled them, and it has torn down the ego, and it has peeled back the layers where love and compassion and understanding and that true essence of happiness and tranquility lie. I feel that they've been through some cycles and karmic relationships since the separation, or karmic experiences with other intimate partners that have caused them a lot of grief, and that have really put things into perspective when it comes to that how beautiful what the two of you had and shared was. And they hold that to very, very high standards. In fact, others have to match that. If not, they feel they're not connecting with them on such a deep emotional level. They don't feel that same sense of belonging. The more they realize this, the more they mature, the more the ego gets stripped away by the karma that they're paying, the more they remember, the more they beat themselves up over it. It's actually sad. It's really sad, because they feel guilty. They feel shameful. They're coming from a loving space now. They're learning. They didn't know any different. They want to release this and let it go. They want to talk. They want to tell you how they feel about how they've transformed, how they're not the same person that you knew anymore, that what's given birth in the place of who they were is something far more pure and authentic, that they want to put an end to this connection that the two of you share, because they are finding that they're taking this live organism that the two of you created with them, and it is haunting them. It is literally haunting them. And you know what, Sagittarius? You know. And that doesn't make things okay. In fact, you still feel frustrated and you still feel angry at the result of the deep trauma that this caused you, and your inability to be able to fully embrace love. You see it so differently. You don't even know what it's going to look like if you really engage wholeheartedly the way you did with this person in a loving relationship. You are both sharing that same energy. There was some real foundational, shake up for both of you. Now, finally, to close this off, and before I do, if this does resonate with you guys, of course, do comment below. And if you'd really like to work on how you can better understand self and bring this anger to the surface and work with it in a way so we can unblock that sacral space and anything else that's causing an energetic block from you being able to move onwards and upwards and embrace love in a way that you feel safe and comfortable within yourself, whether it's something that you know how to do, but you're finding when you're in it, you are unable to embrace. It's like the block is so powerful. Feel free to reach out for a personal reading, and we can step by step create a program that will help you work with that, or some sort of a little kits I often do for my clients that help them with the different areas that they're blocked in. So do comment below. I read all of your comments. I love reading them. I don't respond to them because I simply don't have the time. I wish I could though. Not only does it help me connect and get to better know you guys, but I also connect with your energy and I use that for future readings. So massive thank you to my beautiful viewers and subscribers that continue to support and comment. I feel so blessed and I'm just so grateful to have you guys be part of this community. All right, so finally, to close this off, what Spirit really wants you to know is you have learned enough. You have that deep knowing. You're incredibly intuitive. You know what you need to do. Take your time with this. Go with what you know. When it comes to this situation, don't take any risks right now. Now's the time to do what is safe for you, because this will eventually find its way, find its outlet. And it has to do, what I'm channeling is there are going to be people you're going to attract into your life that are going to trigger this to be released. And it's through those experiences with others that you share that you will slowly start to find new ways to connect with this anger and release it in a healthy way. I'm also getting that, you may become really picky and indecisive with the people you surround yourself with, especially the people you date and intimate partners. That's good. Continue doing that. Don't close yourself off, though, to meeting people and qualifying new love interests. Don't close yourself up from expanding your social and circles and networking and meeting new people, because the key in you actually learning how to release this and having the right support from people that vibrate on that same level as you and in that same frequency can be found in those new relationships as well. This is about tuning into frequency of people that are experiencing or mirror similar energies and can bring a different perspective. Through helping them, you also help yourself. All right, Sagittarius, I hope you found that helpful. I have a one... Pardon me, my brain is working faster than my mouth can keep up. I hope you have a fantastic month and I'll see you for your next lot of readings. Bye, guys.